Mike, shock and heartbreak have been the overwhelming responses to the tragic news as local Sri Lankans watch the news coming out of Colombo. Some are still waiting to find out if family members are among the victims.
It's very upsetting, but I pray for the family and loved ones. We don't know who actually died so far.
Angela Nalia and her husband stayed up late Saturday night waiting for more news of the attacks in Colombo. Both of them grew up in Sri Lanka. The bombings hit close to home.
I've been attended those church during my childhood.
Her husband waits for news from his cousin.
My cousin, my dad's brother's son, he's the general manager of Grand Cinnamon. That's the hotel that got bombed by an occupant who had tied the bomb to his chest, and I hope he's okay.
Have you heard from him?
No, I haven't.
Many of the explosions also occurred at Christian churches. UBC's Sri Lankan Student Association said the attacks must be condemned regardless of religious or political affiliations.
And given the scope of the attack, I wouldn't be surprised if there's other members of the Sri Lankan diaspora in BC who have been directly affected.
For now, most communication has been cut off because of a block on social media by Sri Lankan authorities. Families in the Lower Mainland are still waiting to hear news from their loved ones.
And Eva, what's planned for tonight's vigil there?
Well, Sri Lankans of different religious and ethnic backgrounds are gathering here at Holland Park in Surrey to show love and support for those back home. They'll be observing a few moments of silence, and religious leaders will be reciting some prayers. Organizers say they want to show a message of unity and solidarity against hatred.
The message would be clear to the people that we would stand in peace together to defeat violence. Violence has no place in our society. It's zero tolerance, and the message will be very clear that peace will overcome violence.
Tonight's vigil is set to begin soon. A second vigil will be held tomorrow night, also here at Holland Park, for Sri Lankan Christians. Back to you, Mike.
Thanks, Eva. Live in Surrey tonight.